You're watching the New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters' three-time award-winning YCN Game of the Week. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Hi, everybody, and welcome inside Lebanon High School, where tonight there's a doubleheader. The varsity girls from Hanover High School in to play Lebanon, and then we'll have the boys game for you as well right here on YCN. Great to have you along with us. I'm Bob Lippman here at Lebanon High School, where the defending state champion, Hanover, ran the table last year, went undefeated. Will open the season against the Lebanon Raiders. They're all rivals getting together here on opening night. We're just a few minutes away from the start of the basketball season here. It'll be a new-look Lebanon group this season. Chris Boucher, excited about the challenge that he has ahead. Dan O'Rourke with some late-minute twists with the loss to injury of top players Stella Galanis. They'll have to adjust a little bit, but one thing Hanover has going for them, the Marauders, are the defending state champs, and in fact, they come into this one here having not lost a regular season game in about 4 years. We'll see how they do here in the opener tonight against the Lebanon Raiders. And then if you'll stay with us, for those of you watching on YCN, the Lebanon boys basketball team will take on Hanover in the second half of our doubleheader today. Hope that you'll be able to stick with us. We'll be right back to Lebanon High School to start it all right after this on YCN.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, and backup generators. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValley Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValley Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
From Lebanon High School, the YCN Game of the Week pits the Lebanon Raiders and the Hanover Marauders. It's the 2022-23 season opener here at Lebanon High School. Hi again, everybody. I'm Bob Lippman. Really looking forward to renewing this old rivalry. Hanover's had the better of this series here over the last few years. The Marauders under 22nd year head coach Dan O'Rourke.
The
Looking
Game
for
of the Week is brought to you
his
by
6th title this year with his Hanover Marauders. They have won 65 consecutive regular season games since losing here in Lebanon December 11th of 2018. They've won 68 of their last 69 regular season games. But now the records are reset at 0-0. Hanover's perfect season behind them as the Division II state champs. They'll put that on the line here tonight against Chris Boucher's Lebanon Raiders. Coach Boucher in his second season was promoted from the JV after Emily Keogh stepped aside after one season. Emily taking over for her dad, Tim, the longtime coach, of course, here at Lebanon. John Cameron across the way. The public address announcer tonight. And he is going to give us the starting lineups, first of all, for the Bears. Amina Ajwang, a 5'9 senior, is first to be introduced here tonight for Hanover. Elena Murky, a 5'8 junior, will start for the Bears. Sydney McLaughlin, the 5'9 junior.
At forward, number 21, Nina Sablon.
Nina Sablon, a 5'10 senior, will start for Hanover.
And at forward, number 23,
And Nina Marshall, the 5'10 junior, will start for the Bears. So Dan O'Rourke, assisted by Hama Mayo Prada and Dave Nichols. So it's Ajwang, Mirki, McLaughlin, Sablon, and Marshall for Hanover. Now the Leb Raiders.
Number 2, Izzy Hamilton.
Captain Izzy Hamilton. Very young squad here.
Lucy Eschbaum.
Lucy Eschbaum. Guard will start for Leb.
Kira Hudegby.
Kara Degby is the lone senior on this squad. Captain Drew Cantor.
Number 25,
And 25, Sarah Belk, another co-captain, a junior, will start for Coach Boucher, assisted by Kelsey McNamee. Our officials here on opening night are Brian Pond and Peter DiPaolo.
Contest are Brian Pond and Peter DiPaolo. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Miss Sadie Leocars.
So early on, we'll see how Hanover is able to cope with the loss of one of their top players in Stella Galanis, the senior, who is not able to play due to injury, and so the Marauders going to make a little bit of a late shift here in how they want to do things, but ought to be ready for this contest tonight. Lebanon will be in white, Hanover will be in the black. First of the annual 2 meetings between these teams, and it comes on opening night. That certainly does not make things any easier. Getting ready for a season is tough enough. Getting ready for when you're playing your big rival might be even tougher. But here we go. YCN's coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your local needs. We're going to look around the Lang Metcalf Gym, and we'd also like to thank our great sponsors, Echo Communications, Barton Insurance, HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, North Cape Design Build, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and La Valley Building Supply. We hope you will thank them by buying local. Game 1 here on the 13th of December. Hanover won last year between these clubs, 59-38. Here in Lebanon, 52-24 up in Hanover. Peter DiPaolo will put the ball into the air. We'll be underway, and let's begin a brand new season of high school girls basketball here in Division II. First possession starts with Hanover with the ball. Mirke goes to the free throw line as it knocked away, and that Lebanon defense forces a turnover right off the bat. Now we'll get a look at what Lebanon is going to think about doing. Hamilton running the point on the opening possession. Udegbi back over here to Ashbaugh. Lebanon in white going off to our right. Good crowd, as you would expect, already into this gym tonight. It's going to be really loud. One of the best crowds around here in the Upper Valley. We renew this rivalry. Long possession, again, no shot clock in New Hampshire. You can take as much time as you want off the clock. 8-minute quarters. Foul up top. Hanover went for the steal, and Elena going to call it on Lebanon. So the first Lebanon foul's on Drew Cantor. 5 and you're gone. Here's McLaughlin, loses the dribble, goes over to right side for Marshall. Pass too far for Ajwang, back over to the Raiders. It's like Hanover will pick up man-to-man. That means in the middle, Ajwang draws Cantor. Marshall with the assignment up top on Ashbaugh. Raiders feed inside, opportunity underneath. Level pass it up, kick it out for a jumper that is no good. Hamilton on the miss, back come the Marauders. Outside, McLaughlin thought 3, goes back in the lane. Ajwang up with it, no good. Tipped around, loose ball fought for. This will be Hanover's possession now. Who wants the first points of the year? 1:45 in. They'll go deep. Lebanon works zone here. Baseline jumper is down. The first points of the year to Nina Sablon. Hanover 2-0. Turnover here, and then as Marshall came away with the ball, is fouled by Eschbaugh. It'll be the second Raider foul here in the first quarter.
Raider fouls to number 10, Lucy Eschbaugh, her first.
5:46 left in the first. Merke, far side over to Ajwan. Good ball movement. Hanover got a mid-range shot for Merke. Lebanon has the rebound, but they don't have the numbers, so they come out with it. It was just 2 on 3. Into the lane, Cantor outside. Here's a 3 for the lead. There it is. Kara Hudegby.
Kara Hudegby for 3.
Leb appeared to have Nina Sablon bottled up, but there was some contact underneath. Be the second foul on Drew Cantor, and they'll make the switch.
Raider fouls to number 15, Drew Cantor, her second and the team's third.
Lebanon wanted to get a substitute. They had initially taken Lucy Eschbaugh out, and they wanted Drew Cantor out. And they've made that switch. Nina Ellingson, a sophomore, checks into the ball game for the Raiders. Now Hanover wants to counter, and they'll make a change as well. 5:02 left in the first, and it's 3-2 in favor of Lebanon. Each team has made one field goal. Lebanon's obviously a three-pointer. Ashwang leaves it for Merke. Cross court goes to Starosta. Claire Starosta, who checked into the game. Here's Ashwang inside, and it spins out. Knocked around, battle for, rebound Hanover. And Mina Ashwang has the basket. 4-3 in favor of Hanover. Belk with the ball, front court now for the Raiders. Hanover plays man. Dan O'Rourke, see him across the way there, arms folded. Looking on to his Hanover defense. Cross court for Hudegby. The right knee heavily braced. She'll go back the other way with it. Again, there's not a shot clock, but there is a 5-second violation. And Lebanon coach Boucher will take a timeout here with 4:03 to go in the first. This will be a 30-second timeout. Have the Lebanon High School band in attendance tonight to add to the atmosphere of the Upper Valley rivalry. One of our sponsors today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor, with over 12 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and friendly service. Their mission is to deliver a remarkable experience to every guest. So early on, Leb with one field goal, Kira Hudegby with a three-pointer. Hanover with a couple of baskets sandwiched around that three, Nina Sablon and Amina Ajwang. And it's Hanover 4, Lebanon 3. Leb ball to inbound in front of the Hanover bench. Steal. This is Starosta down for the bucket. Freshman connects here early on, 6-3. Into the lane, Belk is tied up. Possession will go back here to the Raiders. Now watch the steal inbounds. It's just really well read. And Starosta went on to finish that to give Hanover the points. And so far the Marauders have limited Lebanon to just the one field goal so far. It's Hamilton. Far side goes to Eschbaugh on the end line. She double dribbled. Yep, and the ball goes back over. Brian Pond right on the call there on the end line. It's Hanover ball with 3:27 to go in the first. Not surprising to find in some butterflies here as you get going to start the season. This is Hunt. Comes back over to Marshall, try to work it back. Lebanon is forced to tie up here, and it'll be Hanover ball. Can you go away from your bench in the first half? There's Marshall, forced it inside, ball loose, and they're going to whistle a foul here, and it's going to be on Leb. It'll be on the Raiders' Nina Ellingson. It'll be her first. Now, the Raiders are up to 4 fouls already. Hanover has not committed a foul yet. As we see Dylan Simpkins, 24, checking into the game for the first time for the Marauders. Wide open off of the inbounds. Shot comes up short for Hunt. Raiders break out with it. We're 5 minutes into the first quarter of the first game of the year between these teams. Some of the smaller divisions have already opened play in New Hampshire. We had that Sunapee Newmarket game for you on YCN earlier. Going to be another Raider foul and another one on Ellingson.
Number 23, Nina Ellingson. It's their second and the team's fifth.
And so that's 2 on Ellingson now, and 2 fouls each on Cantor and Ellingson in the first quarter for Lebanon. That's not how Coach Boucher would have written it up. Up top for 3. Rattled out, rebound pulled down by Starosta, no good. Back to Hanover again. In the lane, the floater, and it falls for Bella Hunt. Marauders will pick up in midcourt. 8-3. Belk will work out of the corner. Advances towards the lane, throws it up, no good. Backside rebound, Hanover, foul on Lebanon. No, a tie-up. We've had a lot of jump balls here in the first quarter. This one will go to Lebanon. Melissa Wyman, 20, is into the game for Leb, right? Yep.
Aaron Kirkpatrick in for the Bears.
3-pointer, no good. And back it goes to the Bears. I apologize if I called them Marauders, but I called Hanover games since the 80s. Somehow stuck in my mind. I'll work to correct that. My apologies if anyone is offended. The ball's taken away inside. Aaron Kirkpatrick had it knocked away. Minute 45 left in the first. Lebanon down 5. Of the opener, Wyman will leave it up top for Hudegby. Raiders playing this offense a long way out. Hamilton loses it. It's 3-on-1. Good break coming for the Bears. They miss, and Lebanon runs out with it, and now maybe Sarah Belk ahead of the field. Contact, she'll get to the line. So it's a 3-on-1, real good opportunity here. The defense provided by Hudegby. The loose ball came up, Hanover had it. Belk had some steps, Hanover late in getting back, and we get the foul. Foul on Aaron Kirkpatrick, her first. Sophia Costa checks in for the Bears. Nora Burns, Ainsley Delisle are in for the Raiders.
Sophia Costa is checked in for the Bears.
So Belk gets 1 to go, 8-4. The other way, a miss by Hunt. Hanover had the rebound, but tied up. Possession to Hanover High with 1:06 left in the first. Right off the inbound, Costa passed up the 3, missed the shot, rebound, pulled down by Hanover, they'll set up again against this Leb zone. Patrick has it knocked away. Hunt recovers. As we go towards 45 seconds left first quarter. On the floor, Kirkpatrick picks it out on the edge, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Hanover. Leb will bring it up. They have just one made field goal in the quarter, but they're right there because Hanover has been unable to hit. That shot no good. Rebound Costa. And she'll double dribble here near midcourt. Was looking to push it ahead, but Kirkpatrick wasn't looking for the pass. Leb, inbounder shouting help. Got it from Delisle. Pass trying to go back to Delisle is knocked out of bounds. 20.9 on the clock. You see the score there, Guests 8, that's the Bears. 4 for homestanding Lebanon. Inbounds play, Leb threw it away. Clock will roll towards 10. Hanover with a shot. Good look for Simpkins, didn't go. Raiders have to push it. They'll cross the timeline with 4. Force the ball all the way down, and now Hanover has 1.8 seconds. Sidney McLaughlin will come in off the bench. They have to inbound this from underneath the Lebanon basket. So not a whole lot you can do with it. McLaughlin dribbles once, pushes it up, and that's it. End of one. End of one here in the opener. Hanover 8 and Lebanon 4. And we have more on YCN coming up right after this.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Check out our Game of the Week schedule at ycnnow.com for the full slate of our live games and on-demand replays. Our next live games will be next Thursday as Kearsarge hosts their I-89 rivals Hopkinton with a doubleheader kicking off at 4:55. Hanover 8, Lebanon 4. Girls Varsity Basketball Division II season getting underway tonight here on the Langdon Metcalf Gym at Lebanon High School. Raiders, Cantor got into early foul trouble. 15 opens a quarter. A steal for Hanover. Ball reclaimed by the Raiders. Reel in by Hudegby, who has the one Raider field goal in the game. Right side, this is Belk. Tri-captains for Hanover of Hamilton, Hudegby, and Belk. Turnover and a Leb foul. Hanover will get a couple of subs in here right away. Foul on Izzy Hamilton is her first, but I think more importantly, that's now 6 on the Raiders, which means Hanover's going to be at the free throw line for the rest of the first half. 5. Out of bounds. Hanover will get it. 1 foul in the game on Hanover, 6 on Leb. McLaughlin opens quarter 2 with Costa and Marshall, Mirke and Sablon. Sydney, couple dribbles. In the lane, no good for Marshall. This is a Hanover foul. Christina Marshall, 23 on the foul, Bear first.
Bears fouls to number 23, Nina Marshall. It's her first and the team's second.
Hamilton had a screen from Belt, takes it to the end line, lost the ball. .650, clock running in the second quarter. Looking for our first points of quarter 2. Sablon, no, but an offensive rebound. McLaughlin, left wing for Mirke. Into the lane, contact, threw the ball up, didn't get it to go. And now this will be on Hamilton, and that's her second foul. So now 3 Raiders already, 3 of their 5, or 3 different players have 2 fouls.
Raider fouls to number 2, Izzy Hamilton. It's her second and the team's 7th.
They have reached the bonus, but this is a 2-shot foul. Mirke makes the first.
Back in for Lebanon.
As Lucy Eschbaugh, number 10, checks back in for the Raiders. Second free throw up and good. So Mirke makes both, and Hanover has opened up a 6-point lead here at Lebanon. Good Egby, and that'll go out of bounds. Hanover quickly into the front court. They didn't have to. There was no pressure. And now the Marauders, or rather the Bears, throw it away. See, I'm going to say Hanover, the old nickname, catch Ajwang back into the ball game. Here for Sofia Costa. Ajwang will match up on that far side with Eschbaugh. Raiders hit a 3. Their other point is a free throw. Belt picked up in this tough man-to-man. They're going to call 5 seconds and give it back to the Bears. McLaughlin had it knocked away from behind. Hanover wants Ajwang to bring it in. Back to Sydney McLaughlin. Hanover rotates back, works it inside. No one open, and his 2 Marauders both go for the ball. It rolls into the back court. Lebanon will pick it up. Raiders with a chance to convert off of the turnover. Cantor down low, taps it back out, and a 3 ball comes up short for Eschbaugh. Mirke with a rebound. Just the 2 Hanover points here in the second quarter. It's 10-4. Feed goes inside. Sablon has her second field goal. This run now is 10-1 since Lebanon took a 3-2 lead. Udegby's trapped out near midcourt. Marshall comes up with a steal, gives it back inside Ajwang, yes, and 1. And maybe Hanover getting into gear a little earlier in this contest than Lebanon. The foul on Kira Udegby will be her first. Once again, it was Marshall who created the turnover Found Ajwang inside, scoop with the left hand. And now Lebanon will take timeout. Check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, including Echo Communications, Barton Insurance, HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, North Cape Design Build, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and La Valley Building Supply. Thank you for your support of the YCN Game of the Week tonight at Lebanon High School. We're in Raider Nation for the renewal of the great Upper Valley rivalry that is Hanover and Lebanon. Hanover 14-4. And the Bears will be going to the free throw line here with a chance to complete what would be a 3-point play. As they break around Coach Dan O'Rourke. Get a storyline early for Hanover. They have lost one of the best players in the state in Stella Galanis. Not playing here. Ajwang will finish off her 3-point play, 15-4 in favor of Hanover. Coach O'Rourke told New Hampshire Sports page, the way I look at this team, we may have the opportunity to grow more than any team I have coached. Get tested pretty often in this division too, for sure. Down low, Leb gets it. Cantor up, no. Rebound, Ajwang. McLaughlin back on the right side. Ajwang to Mirki. Almost halfway through quarter 2. And Lebanon still sitting at just 4 points. A lot of that on turnovers forced by the Hanover defense. Marshall. They'll work it around again. McLaughlin has it now. And a reach-in foul. It's going to be Cantor's 3rd. And we stop and go shoot 1-and-1.
Raider fouls to number 15, Drew Cantor.
Hanover with 2 at the scorer's table, ready to check in for Lebanon. Isabel Hamilton and Nina Ellingson in. And let's see, for the Bears, it'll be Bella Hunt and Clara Starosta.
Check in for the Raiders.
Miss on the front end of the 1-and-1. Raiders have it, 3:49 left in the first, and a chance to try to work at this lead, which is 11. A 3-point try up top doesn't go for Hudegby. Rebound Bears. They break out 4-on-1. And the fast break, they don't get the first shot. They do get the offensive rebound. And Mirki trying to do something with it, gets tied up. Still Hanover ball. Deep to Mirki, back to McLaughlin in the lane, contact, and I'm gonna say travel. Not a lot of room to land for Sydney McLaughlin. Very tight inside. Backcourt foul on Hanover this time on Bella Hunt. It'll be her first, team's 3rd. When did Hudegby hit that Lebanon 3-point field goal? It was early on. They've got a good, let's say, I'd be willing to say probably about 10 minutes without scoring a field goal, just one other point. Hamilton knocked around, and Hanover gave it back up. Ashbaugh to the free throw line, off the window and in. So it's been a while for Leb, but they finally get a bucket here in the second quarter. And that's off Hanover. There's the shot for Leb.
Sophia Costa checking in for the Bears.
Lebanon blocked by Ajwang. Right side, Costa. Back to Ajwang inside off the pass from Bella Hunt. Ajwang, the game's leading scorer with 7. Leb a 3 ball, no good. Hanover, nobody back. McLaughlin for 2. Her first. Now, Raiders are going to use their 3rd timeout already here in the first half. 2:05 to go, 19-6 in favor of the Bears. Stay tuned to the end of this telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game for the competitor that had the greatest impact on today's game. From the Lang Metcalf Gym, but Hanover, the road squad, team off to the good early start here, 19-6. Raiders under Coach Boucher last season, his first, made it to the quarterfinals where they were knocked out by Pembroke, the club that they will see here on Friday. Backcourt foul on Ajwang. 4 fouls on the team. Burns to bring it in. Hanover gives it to Hidegby. Through the lane, pretty pass, they get the bucket, and it's Sarah Belt. The other way, Hanover saves off the miss. They try a 3, no good. Ajwang offensive rebound, trying to go up with it. Instead kicks it back out, another 3 try. Doesn't work for Starosta. Back to the Raiders, 1:35 to go first half. Degby's lost it. And they're gonna call a foul on Starosta. So it'll be her first. Hanover had fouls to give, so they can be aggressive defensively.
It's our first of the team spin.
Minute 24. Hanover's tried to keep the ball from going low, and pretty successful at that. 2 field goals both outside. Travel on Lebanon. I'm not keeping track of the turnovers, but there have been a whole boatload of them for the Raiders here early on. Costa back to McLaughlin. Down the lane. Fell off the rim, got her own rebound underneath. Got a second try, got a rebound again. And Lebanon went to the floor with a rebound that will create a possession again for the Bears. A minute to play. Turnover on Hanover. Bears want to get Dylan Simpkins in.
Dylan Simpkins gets in for Hanover.
Closing moments first half. Hanover had an 8-4 lead, end of 1. Bears lead now 19-8. Burns, that's good. Sophomore Nora Burns. Final half minute now. McLaughlin into a three, yes. Sydney's first three-pointer of the game. She has 5 points. Closing seconds. Out of bounds. Only Lebanon has 7/10 of a second. So pretty much catch and release about all you can do here. Hanover will try to match up, especially low. Where are they going to go with it? Deep, which makes it almost impossible. And it comes up short there for Hudegby. So opening night, Hanover 22, Lebanon 10 at the intermission. This is the YCN Game of the Week.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, and backup generators. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. La Valley Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at La Valley Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Back here at the Lang Metcalf Gym on opening night, Hanover 22, Lebanon 10. Hanover led 8-4 at the quarter, added a 14 points in quarter two to Leb's 6. And this is opening night in Girls Division 2 between the reigning state champs, the Hanover Bears of head coach Dan O'Rourke. In his 22nd year, led Hanover through its undefeated season last year. 21-0. Hanover comes to Lebanon today having won 65 consecutive regular season games, and they're up 12 here on opening night thanks to 7 from Amina Ajwang, 5 from Sydney McLaughlin. For the Raiders, nobody with more than 1 field goal. 3-point try made by Kira Hudegby. That would be the only field goal for a long time for Lebanon. And they'll have to find some offense from their players. They come back out for the second half, which is coming up in just a matter of moments. Stay with us for more coverage of the YCN Game of the Week.
I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from Hanover's Ledyard Financial Advisors right here on Maple Street. And I'm now joined by Susan Renaud, a senior financial advisor. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Abby.
I'm excited to chat with you. Well, we're talking about small businesses and business owners today, which is a topic near and dear to my heart. Talk about someone who may be interested in selling their business. I think it's something that people are always kind of maybe thinking about in the back of their mind.
Yeah, they are. And a lot of business owners are thinking about selling their business, and they have a good idea of what they think they want to do after they sell their business, but they don't necessarily have all of the pieces in place to be ready to sell. So a couple things they need to think about is the business ready to be sold? Are they ready for life after the business?
Yes.
That's a big piece that they really need to spend some time on. And have they done a personal financial plan for life after the business? I mean, a lot of times the business is picking up some of the costs of day-to-day living, like your car, your cell phone, insurance, these things.
So someone could come to you and you would help them map out exactly how that looked.
Yeah, that's a good question. So one of the things they really need to think about is some of the expenses, for example, and how much do they need to have the kind of life that they want. So they need to kind of figure out their life plan. What's life after the business look like? And really give that some thought and some attention, because a lot of people don't realize how much of their identity is actually wrapped up in the business. And we have a retirement roadmap financial planning tool that we can use to map out all kinds of different scenarios to help them answer those questions.
And then you could kind of help them decide the pros and cons, or is it now? Is it 5 years from now?
Exactly, because oftentimes it is that kind of thing. They think, oh, I think I want to retire and sell my business next year. Well, when we do the roadmap, it's clear that they need to take a couple more years to really build up the savings, for example, that they need to really be able to make it work. And those are the kinds of things we can do with our scenarios.
And are you working with that client the entire time through that process of talking about this standpoint and then maybe selling the business?
You know, this brings up a good point that a client really should have a good team of advisors. There's a lot of work to do as well, getting their business ready for sale, for example, which is another key piece. Do they have good culture? Do they have the key employees? Can they handle taking over the business after the owner leaves? Or is the owner really so wrapped up in the business that after he or she leaves, it's no longer really viable? And kind of addressing some of those key issues around what makes the business ready.
Well, it sounds to me like it's not a one-time meeting. There's a lot of factors that meet with you and get the sense of what you need, and then maybe the business owner needs to go and do a little research and thinking too about what they're ready to do.
Exactly. And then taking a deep dive and looking at their business to see how attractive it is to a buyer. And there are a lot of factors that come into play with that.
Absolutely.
With how attractive is it going to be, which affects the valuation, which gets us back to the financial planning.
Okay, here we go. I see what you did here, full circle.
So yeah, because the value, people have a sense in their mind what the valuation is. Most business owners have about 80% of their wealth is the business. So you have to realize that, cash it out, if you will, and that's going to fund your retirement. Well, we have to determine the wealth gap between what they need and what they have outside of the business.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, important.
And that's the gap that the business sale needs to fill.
Interesting.
And so they have to figure out what that gap is, which we can help with, and then figure out if the business can fill it and how that will work.
Well, and I think it's just back to your initial point too, this can't be just something done in one meeting by yourself. So you're really a partner in helping them look at the bigger picture besides just getting that pen across the dotted line.
Exactly. And then there's also other advisors that are really important to the picture. The tax advisor, maybe some legal people. There's usually a team that really should be involved in that process.
So if any business owners are watching and even thinking about what it looks like to sell their business, suggest reaching out to you, Susan,
Absolutely.
to learn all about it. Because it's a little bit of a probably mixed emotion time in someone's life.
Absolutely, yeah, because it is a big deal. And, my brother is a business owner, and he talks about retiring all the time.
Sure.
But he never quite gets there. And I think he needs to do some of this work.
Sounds like for the holidays you should give him a gift with his sister. Well, Susan, so great to meet with you and hear all about this, and I hope any business owners watching are at least thinking about making an appointment with you to just talk about what the future looks like.
That would be great.
Thank you.
Welcome it.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Bring you back in for the start of the second half of the season opener tonight. Hanover leads Lebanon 22-10 at halftime. And Hanover, the long tradition of playing top-notch basketball in this division, and the defense has been really good in the early going. And they get a steal and a bucket to open the second half. That's Nina Sablon that makes this 24-10 Hanover. Raiders got into foul trouble in the first half, but never really found a good sync with their offense. Drew Cantor opens the second half on the bench with 3 personal fouls for Hanover, or for Lebanon. Raiders have tried to go inside, and Hanover has made life, as you see, pretty miserable inside. Ajwan comes down with it. Hanover unable to convert on the first opportunity. Second putback try by Marshall. Doesn't go as well. Lebanon will bring it up. Lucy Eschbaugh starting the second half. Kara Degby opens the second half. Nina Ellingson is a starter along with Sarah Belk and Izzy Hamilton. See if Coach O'Rourke also has his starting 5 out there on the floor. Of Ajwang, Elena Mirki, Sydney McLaughlin, Nina Sablon, and Nina Marshall. Off the window, no good for Sablon. Leb has had 1 lead in this game. It was 3-2 after a 3-point field goal by Hidegby. They went a long time without a field goal. Steele could lead to another fast break bucket. McLaughlin kick it through the lane. No, knocked around. Lebanon will come down with it. Fortunately, they didn't give up any points there. Back come the Raiders. Hanover gets back into position. Nice pass into the lane. Eschbaugh will get to the line as well. Amina Ajwang with her second personal foul, team's first. Foul came at the end, and Eschbaugh with a chance at a 3-point play. Marshall will go to the bench for the Bears. Clara Storosta, the freshman, off the bench. Bears with a rebound of the missed free throw. 24-12 Hanover, doubling up Lebanon. Hanover undefeated state champs a year ago. Playing here tonight without Stella Galanis. Mirki, and that's no good. Mirki had the ball momentarily. And the Raiders go to the floor. to pick it up, and what are we going to get? I'm going to give it a Lebanon. Burns off the bench for Leb. Coach Boucher also pointing to Drew Cantor, again back in, but with 3 fouls. And she'll be matched up against Ajwang. It's going to be Leb ball here, 5:40 to go, third quarter, opening night. Lebanon boys and Hanover will follow. If you're watching live on YCN, our games are always available on demand as well. Cantor with a miss, saves it, but out of bounds. Thanks to Athletic Director Michael Stone. Good friend Mike Stone up and get us set up here. Top the bleachers in the Lang Metcalf gym. Shot didn't go for McLaughlin, and a rebounding foul on Leb. Now, if that's on 15, Cantor, that would be her 4th, and it is. So not the start that she wanted. There are 2 Raiders waiting to come into the game. Eschbaugh and Ellingson.
And Lucy Eschbaugh check in for the Raiders.
Belk and Cantor will sit. Ajwang with a game high 8, Hanover 25-12. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Burns looked to push it. He chased back out to mid-court here by Hunt. Around into the corner. And a hold on Hanover. Foul on Bella Hunt will be her second, team second.
There's foul is to number 13, Bella Hunt. It's their second, team second.
Inbounds play. Eschbaugh will roll it back out to Hamilton. Defensive play made by Bella Hunt. Tripped up in the back court. Tripped up in the front court as she went over the leg of Nora Burns. So 1 on her.
Fair fouls to number 13, Nora Burns. It's her first and the team's second.
Hanover will run the offense from behind the circle here. Right side of 3. Doesn't go for Sablon. And Leb has really had trouble scoring here to get this season started. Hanover never makes it easy for you. Leb has not helped. Arrow will give the ball to the Bears. Halfway through the third, and Lebanon is sitting at 12 points.
Sophia Costa checks in for Hanover.
Costa back into the game for the Bears, number 4. Merkey tried to go in the lane to Ajwang. Lebanon breaks out. Floater in the lane. Hudegby didn't get it. Hudegby fighting for the loose ball. Picked up by Ajwang. And as it releases, Hanover's Merkey is ahead of the field. Her first field goal of the game, 4 points for Elena Merkey, 27-12. Burns will point to the left. It's back over to Hudegby. Underneath, blocked by Ajwang. Udegby has it knocked around, and it's picked up underneath, and Ellingson knocks it in. Got high off the backboard, but I guess didn't hit the stanchion. So I give Lebanon points. Raiders come down with a steal. Trying to hit another one. Off the mark. That would have helped. Would help the cause a lot. 2:34 left. Hanover into the front court. Knocked out of bounds last touch by Leb. Belk back in for the Raiders. B for Hamilton. McLaughlin back out. Ajwang. Hunt for McLaughlin. Good ball movement, but the forced pass in the lane. Intercepted. Eshbaugh over on the far side of Bell. Right hand layup, no good. So we approach 2 to go in the third. 3 ball, yes. Bella Hunt knocks it down. Good balance for Hanover in the books. 6 different players have scored. The lead has ballooned to 16 now for Hanover. Belk back out far side for Burns. Udegby works it left side for Belk. Stops, pops, and no good. Ajwang ahead from behind. Beautiful pass to Murky. Couldn't finish it, but Ajwang gets the putback here. She has 10. Hanover's got plenty of time, but they've got an open pass up ahead. And Bella Hunt will get fouled, and we'll get 2 shots with 40 and a half left in the third. Eshbaugh, their second foul. Here's what we have coming up next Thursday. Kearsarge Hopkinton, a doubleheader. January 3rd for Newport and Stevens. Sunapee Newport, a new rivalry. Relatively new rivalry. Hunt will have 1 more free throws. We have substitutions both ways. A little over half a minute for Lebanon. Pocket picked by Hunt. 3-on-2. Simpkins couldn't save it. Udegby. Pass on the left side for Burns. 7 seconds. Udegby into the lane with 4, with 3. They end up with a shot right at the buzzer by Nora Burns, but no good. Another good quarter for Hanover. They've outscored Lebanon all 3, and they'll take the 18-point lead to the 4th. It's the YCN Game of the Week.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
All right, back inside the Lang Metcalf Gym at Lebanon with the Raiders trailing 32-14. They'll open the fourth with the ball. Alyssa Wyman opens the fourth quarter. A quick turnover. McLaughlin goes down low deep for Marshall. That's no good. Tapped by Aswang. Loose ball picked up by Leb. Here comes Hamilton. And no good. Rebound on the backside for the Raiders. A block on the rebound attempt by Wyman. Raiders control. Jumper up top. Down it goes for Sarah Bell. So Leb will try to finish strong here against their rivals. Hanover in pretty good shape. Doubling up the inside try by Aswang. No good. Fair ball. Deep for Aswang. Back to McLaughlin in the lane. Got to do something with it. And Hanover to save it. McLaughlin's shot comes up short. Leb will push it ahead. Hanover, the undefeated state champs of a year ago, taking on Lebanon here in the first. Leb, the co-champs in the COVID year, 1920, after they beat Hanover in the semifinals down at Pinkerton Academy. A bucket for Belk again. 32-18, Belk up to 7 points. That leads Lebanon. Raider foul is to Alyssa Wyman, her first.
Raider foul is to number 20, Alyssa Wyman. It's her first.
Nina Marshall at the line to our right. Eshba and Cantor in for Lebanon. Sablon and Kirkpatrick in for the Bears. Marshall's first point. 15-point lead for Hanover. Be a 5-second violation, says Brian Pond, our referee. Grab the ball, give it back over to Hanover. Sydney McLaughlin here on the inbound. Sablon. Up, no good, knocked around. Through to Hudegby. Hanover ball. Boys game tonight. Keith Maddie and the Lebanon Raiders to face Ben Stone's Hanover Bears. Coach Tim Winslow has retired as the head coach of Hanover after a long, successful run.
Third falls to number 2, Izzy Hamilton. It's her third.
Izzy Hamilton, her third foul for Lebanon. I was here when Coach Maddie won the title as Ajwang gets to a dozen points. Keith Maddie took over for Lang Metcalf and won the state title in his first year. No pressure on Coach Stoneman. Shot no good for Hamilton. It's been Hanover's game. Hamilton commits another foul in the backcourt. Is that 7? It's the second foul in a row on Izzy Hamilton.
Her 4th in the team 6th.
Team 6th.
Sage Murray checks in for the Raiders.
Aaron Kirkpatrick, no good there. Kirkpatrick comes back up top to McLaughlin, down the lane with the right hand. She changed hands there on the drive to the hoop, and it's 37-18. McLaughlin has 7. A little over 5 minutes to play. McLaughlin races down the left sideline. Able to get the rebound there. Comes back here near side for Marshall. Ajwang back down low. Basket for Nina Sablon and a foul.
Basket was good. Raider fouls to number 11, Kira Hudeki. It's her second.
Watching the play develop here. Ajwang took the ball from Marshall back down low. We'll have free throws for Sablon coming up. Hanover up big here. Welcome to the new YCNNC TV regional TV station. You can watch it on TDS TV 13 and 1013, NCTV 8, and at ycnnow.com by clicking on that live screen. Take us with you wherever you go on your phone or computer. You don't have to have cable to watch us. This game coverage also brought to you in part by the Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. They're celebrating 60 years of serving you in over 12 locations in New England. It's the YCN Game of the Week. Girls Opener Division II. Defending state champ Hanover 39, Lebanon 18. And Sablon with a chance to finish off the three-point play, and no good, and Bears with a rebound of the missed free throw. McLaughlin will put it on the floor. Tipped by Lebanon to the corner. Saved there by Marshall, and then Marshall is fouled by Eschbaugh, and Hanover going back to the line.
Raider fouls to number 10, Lucy Eschbaugh. It's her third, the team's 8.
Marshall, the junior. Ray DiPaolo didn't, something on the ball he didn't like. This is a gym, we must have 40 basketballs in here, but that's the one they want to use. So he cleans it off over by the scorer's table. Wouldn't have counted anyway. It was a lane violation on the Bears. Belk has 7, 25, the leading scorer for Lebanon. just down in the left corner of your screen. Meantime, a 3 comes the other way. Sage Murray, a sophomore, no good. Bears back to Ajwang for the jumper, no good. Bears get the offensive rebound, and Marshall will get to the line here.
Fouls to number 12,
First foul on Sage Murray.
The team's 9.
Lily Estes coming into the game for the Raiders. Ainsley Delisle, Anella Marsh, and Alyssa Wyman.
Dylan Simpkins and Sophia Costa check in for Hanover.
Dan O'Rourke has just 10 dressed tonight with the injury to Stella Galanis. Marshall no good on the 1-and-1. And no good on the second. 40-18. Half the fourth to go. This is Marsh. That's no good. Rebound. Hunt drives. No. Leb has it. They'll leave Delisle to bring it across midcourt. Estes. Three-point try. Murray with a miss. Game's leading scorer is Savina Ajwang with 12. She may be done tonight for Hanover. 3 for the Bears, and down it goes for Costa. First points of the game for Sophia Costa. Ball stays with the Bears here. Hanover has held Lebanon to 4-6, 4, and 2 in the fourth quarter, in the 4 quarters. Opening night, long way to go. Simpkins going to the free throw line. Foul on Wyman.
Number 20, Alyssa Wyman. It's her second in the team's 10.
Simpkins looking for her first point. Nine have scored for Coach O'Rourke tonight. 9 of the 10 that he's used. Simpkins with a rebound of her own missed free throw, but he'll turn it over. 44-18 Bears. Lebanon's Lydia Hamilton is into the game, number 1. She'll take the ball here. Gets the pass through. It doesn't go for Wyman. And it'll be Hanover ball on the alternating possessions with 2:10 to play. Up and no good. Mirky had the opportunity there. Now it comes up top to Costa. Costa, back right side for Kirkpatrick, who's the one who is not in the scorebook yet, only one for Hanover. Goes back over. Raiders front court, Marsh. Turnaround shot, no good. And out. Leb won here December 11th, 2018. A little over 4 years ago over Hanover. And that was the last time that Hanover lost a regular season game. Bella Hunt scores. 1:10 to go. And Hanover will start where they left off, winning another game. They've got this as 66 consecutive regular season games without a loss for Hanover. Out of bounds. Under a minute. Dylan Simpkins, no. Tracked down to the backside by Sophia Costa. Back to Bella Hunt. Fight for the loose ball, and another tie-up. Go back over to the Raiders with 46.6 to go. Led 13-7 a year ago. Perennial power in the division. See what Chris Boucher can dial up here for Lebanon. And a rough night tonight. That shot on the way. Doesn't go far side for Marsh. 13 seconds left. Marsh, no. And tie up with 2 seconds to go. And that'll do it for game number 1. Hanover 46, Lebanon 18. Your final score. Time for your Turning Up Heat. Turning Up the Heat player of the game, which is sponsored by HR Club. Kearsarge Heating Oil will go with Amina Ajwan. Winds up being the game's leading scorer with a dozen points. The 5'9" senior leads the Hanover Bears in game 1 of the season. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage on YCN of the Game of the Week. Stay with us for coverage all season long. Opening night, Hanover wins 46-18 over Lebanon. And for the entire crew, Bob Lippman saying thanks for joining us from the Lang Metcalf Gym at Lebanon. This has been the YCN Game of the Week.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, and backup generators. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency.